Genius. King banished Meghan Haz's plea to be Eurovision Song Contest's honour guests after Coronation. Ignored the midst of a tense situation in the NGN case, in which Prince Harry appeared as a witness and repeatedly gave silly and unconvincing evidence. The Eurovision Song Contest 2023 is still coming, this year live from Liverpool, thanks to the BBC's decision to air the competition because 2022 winners Ukraine couldn't. According to a royal employee, "We couldn't have predicted that Harry and Meghan would be so bold as to ask King Charles and Queen Camilla to send an official invitation to Sussex so that they could be honoured guests at the multi-event." However, King Charles was not going to accept that ludicrous request while utterly ignoring the couple's plea. Meanwhile, King Charles III and Her Majesty the Queen Consort Camilla Parker Bowles presented the staging for the Eurovision Song Contest 2023. Furthermore, as the future King and Queen after King Charles, Prince William and Princess Catherine are expected to be honoured guests at this occasion. The royals were seen laughing and joking with Eurovision commentators Rylan and Scott Mills, also meeting presenters Hannah Waddingham and Julia Sanina, as preparations continue for the world's largest live music event. As well as meeting the staff, creative team and apprentices who are getting the arena ready, the royals also had words of encouragement for British Eurovision entrant Mae Muller, who is hoping to replicate the success of last year's second-placed UK entrant Sam Ryder. Besides, the Queen Consort warned the UK's Eurovision hopeful Mae Muller not to land bottom of the pile at this year's song contest after they met ahead of the event on Wednesday. Charles and Camilla, who are busy preparing for their coronation, visited Liverpool as the stage was unveiled for the musical spectacle, which is being held on the 13th of May. The pair were given a behind-the-scenes tour of Liverpool Arena, where they met some of the Eurovision presenting team, including Rylan Clark, Scott Mills, Hannah Waddingham and Ukrainian singer Julia Sanina, as well as speaking with Mae, who is representing the UK with her track I Wrote a Song. King Charles gave her encouragement, saying, "We will be watching you with great interest, egging you on." Mae replied, "Thank you, no pressure. No newel points," and Camilla echoed her words, saying, No newel points." Meanwhile, former Game of Thrones actor Hannah said to the Queen Consort, "I can't believe you are both here given what you have coming up next week, thank you so much. You'll have to put yourselves in a darkened room afterwards and try and switch off." Camilla nodded her head enthusiastically in agreement. Ahead of the finals at Liverpool's Echo Arena next month, Their Majesties met Eurovision 2023 hosts Julia Sanina and Hannah Waddingham, commentators Rylan Clark and Scott Mills and UK representative Mae Muller as they revealed the spectacular set. The brand new set, designed by Julio Humid, features over 450 square meters of staging, 220 square meters of video screens, more than 700 floor video tiles and over 1,500 meters of LED lights. Tim Davie, BBC Director General, said, "It is an honour that His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen Consort have come here today to reveal the fantastic staging for our Eurovision Song Contest programming. This set will be the focal point for all of the celebrations and we cannot wait to see it lighting up Liverpool and TV screens across the world." Martin Green CBE, Managing Director of Eurovision, said, "We are thrilled His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen Consort have unveiled this landmark moment for 2023 Eurovision. It has been a fantastic collaboration between all of our partners and the BBC to get to this point, and now the stage is officially set to capture everyone's imaginations and bring together audiences from across the world." The Eurovision Song Contest airs this year from May the 9th to May the 13th, 2023. The first semi-final will take place on May 9th, while the second will air May 11th. The big event itself, the grand final, will take place on May 13th. Genius. King banished Meghan Haz's plea to be Eurovision Song Contest's honour guests after Coronation. Ignored the midst of a tense situation in the NGN case, in which Prince Harry appeared as a witness and repeatedly gave silly and unconvincing evidence. The Eurovision Song Contest 2023 is still coming, this year live from Liverpool, thanks to the BBC's decision to air the competition because 2022 winners Ukraine couldn't. According to a royal employee,